26.
What club was that at?
That was.
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Talk about loyalty, but you ain't ready to ride. Get your mind right, he coming like a thief in the night. Is you ready? Is you ready? You ain't really about it if you ain't prepared to die. Talking about loyalty, but you ain't ready to ride. Get your mind right, he coming like a thief in the night. Is you ready? Is you ready? You ain't really about it if you ain't prepared to die. Talking about loyalty, but you ain't ready to ride. Get your mind right, he coming like a thief in the night. Is you ready? Is you ready? Laughing at your idol gods, looking like some Digimons. Babylon won't carry on, this dragon getting mini bombs. You can call me Daniel, son, you know I serve the living God. Yours is made of brass.
Particularly in this topic, we talking about marriage, being in unison with each other, being in your divine roles, right? Get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Come on.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what does God require of us? Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Come on.
To walk in all his ways.
Read.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So the purpose of us being here is to serve the Creator. Okay? We are here to serve the Creator. And we all got roles to play in this earth. Especially when it comes to the Israelite family. The husband has a role to play. Excuse me. The wife has a role to play. And the kids got a role to play. Right? Give me Hebrews 13 and 4. Because I mentioned earlier that we're talking about marriage here. We're not talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. There is no boyfriend and girlfriend in the Bible. That's something that the present world that we in, guess what? They condone those things. But the Bible don't condone boyfriend and girlfriend. The Bible calls that prostituting your children. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Come on.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Come on.
And the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So whoremongers and adulterers, God is going to judge them. But it says marriage is honorable. Now, growing up in the ghettos across America, we wasn't taught that marriage is honorable. We wasn't taught that. We was taught you got to have some hoes, right? And sisters was taught that you got to test out the waters first. You got to try it before you buy it. No, the Bible does not condone that. All right, so we shouldn't be in the midst of that. So let's pop it off. Let's pop it off with a video. Hey, I want the one with the sister with the orange thing around her neck. Number 4. Number four. So, talking to brothers throughout the week, we talk about various topics, and the topic of marriage always comes up, right? And you start talking about things that, we expect from our wives, and, it's always funny, too, when brothers will be going through things within their marriage, and, we talk about these things amongst each other. It always gets revealed that we all go through the same things. We all want the same thing from our sisters. You see what I'm saying? But let's start with this. Go ahead, play that.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
So what are some of the things no one told you about being a wife?
Number one, you don't become a wife because you got married. You actually are a wife before you get married. Proverbs 18:22 says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So your husband finds you as a wife even before he gets married to you. Number two, you don't submit to your husband because he's loving to you. You submit because you've been instructed to. And this is actually a hard one because not every time your husband will be loving towards you. But guess what? God still is expecting that you play your own part and be submissive, whether he be good or he be bad. So choose wisely. Number three.
Hey, stop it real quick. You know, I like what she said, the first one that she said, because she said that, how did she say your husband finds you as a wife, right? Now, the part that I agree with what she's saying is that sisters have to begin doing the work on themselves prior to being married, all right? That's why we got things set up within the body for sisters to be able to learn and know what to expect when wanting a Lord, okay? When wanting a Lord. Real quick, let's go to Genesis. Get Genesis 3:16. Genesis 3:16.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16.
Because as a woman, you got to know what a man wants from you. You can't go into a relationship with a man, with the husband, with the Lord, expecting that you going to run the show. You can't do it. If you got that mentality, it's already out of whack. Read that.
Unto the woman he said,
come on,
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And thy desire.
And thy what?
Thy desire,
come on,
shall be to thy husband.
Your desire shall be to who?
Thy husband.
To your husband. Listen, the Bible says that you're supposed to desire that man. When a sister desires her husband, guess what? She's coachable. She's willing to listen to him. She's willing to be instructed. She's willing to be guided. But today, the independent, strong black woman, guess what? They don't want that thing. They don't like the instruction from a man. And I'm going to say that they don't like the instruction from your black behind. Because at work, she take instruction from the boss on the job. Boss tell her to run and go get them papers from the copy machine. She running laps back and forth through the office to make sure she please her boss. But to you, guess what? No, I'm not doing it. Hey, it's funny. We was talking to a sister at an event, and I asked the sister, and I forgot where I had heard this at, but I asked the sister, I said, if your husband, right, and I actually got a video we're going to play on this. I said, if your husband asks you to make him a sandwich, I said, would you do it? You know what her response was? She said, well, it depends on what's wrong with him. Huh? It depends on what's wrong with him and his arms. She said he could go fix his own sandwich. I said, damn. This is the man you done opened your legs for. And then I asked her specifically, I said, if the boss on the job asked you to go, I said, what if they cater it? He'd send you to the dang on store to go get the catered food. I said, you gonna do it? She said, yes. I said, you can't make this up. Damn. You can't make it up. Her excuse was that, oh, well, I'm getting paid to do that. Well, hold on. This is the brother that put his life on the line for you. He put his life on the line. Robert come in the house, shoot up the crib. Guess who got to go see what that's about? The man. You expect a man to be a protector and a provider, but you don't have the decency to respect the man enough to make him a sandwich? Come on, dog.
That ain't going to work.
That ain't going to work at all. Hey, read that again.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16.
Come on.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
You know what that means? That means that a righteous brother, a righteous man, guess what? He is going to be the one instructing you, the one guiding you, the one guiding the household. Meaning, guess what? You need to listen to that man. You need to pay attention to what that man wants, what his you have to know what he likes and what he dislikes. A lot of sisters don't pay attention to those things about their husbands. And as a man, guess what? You want a sister to pay attention to what you like and what you dislike, so they know how you move and how to operate. Is nothing more sweeter than a sister who she know you. She know what you want. You walk in the house, she know you want peace. She know you want your sandwich. She know you want to relax for a minute. She got all that stuff laid out for you. Listen, I already know when my Lord get home, he gonna want to sit down for a second. I'm going to make sure I got the little foot massage thing ready for him, give him a little 20-minute foot massage. I got his food ready. I got his clothes ready to take a shower. I got his towel ready. What? You know how special you make a man feel when you do those things? Hey, man, I'm getting started too early, man. Let's go back to the video. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get warmed up. I'm trying to get warmed up. But this is an emotional topic right here. Play that. Start it back a little bit.
God still is expecting that.
Start it back a little bit. Go back a little bit.
Loving towards you, but guess what? God still is expecting that you play your own part and be submissive, whether he be good or he be bad. So choose one.
Hey, stop it right there. I'm sorry. Hey, you know why it's heavy what she said? Because some sisters will complain about their husbands.
Damn.
And they'll complain about sisters will disagree the way their husbands do certain things, right? And they'll use that as an excuse to not submit to him. But guess what, sister? First of all, this the man that you opened your legs for. This the man that you had kids with. This is the man that chose to marry you and provide for you, take care of you.
That's right.
Listen, if a man is, hey, I think, who said it? Deacon Malachi. If a man provided for you and taking care of you, that shows that he loves you. We go out 5-6 days a week. We go work. We go bust our behinds to make sure that y'all got a roof over y'all head, that the kids is taken care of, that you provided for. We go get beat up by the world. We got to come home and get beat up.
To the state.
We got to come home and get beat up. Listen, we don't want to be fighting out in the world. We got to come home and fight with you, not physically, because some of y'all brothers be putting your hands on your wives. No. But we don't want to be coming to the house and we wrestling about who playing what role in the house. No. Look, that's a brother right there that's defeated. That brother's defeated. And listen, you could tell that she get a kick out of playing these games with him. Damn. Go back to the video. Oh, before you go to the video, go to 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5. No. Read 1 Peter 2 first. Because I mentioned about how, or she mentioned about how it doesn't matter in terms of, the way he is with you. And we're not talking about a brother that's literally abusive, right? Some of y'all sisters be screaming abuse and it don't, be abuse. Oh, he got on to me about he's verbally abusive. No, sister. He corrected you about something you did. That's not abuse. Read that.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear.
Verse 19.
Verse 19.
Come on.
For this is thankworthy. If a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully.
Now, we usually use this in a different setting, right? But this can be applied in your marriage. Knowing how to suffer wrongfully sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Guess what? You may feel like, dang, my Lord is he a little angry today, or he's a little out of his mood today. But guess what? It's still your job to treat that man as your Lord. To cater to him, to do those things that he desires of you to do for him. Read.
Verse 20, for what glory is it if, when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently?
Come on.
But if, when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with God. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
So, hey, you know what this goes into? And get me that in 1 Peter's 3. I'm sorry, 1 Peter's 3 and start at verse 6. Read that. Actually, no, start at verse 1.
1 Peter chapter 3.
So, sometimes, guess what? Your husband in the mood, right? But you got to know how to suffer through that and know how to get your husband back in the spirit. You can control that. But if you add flame to that fire, what's going to happen? Y'all going to burn the house down. But if you quenching that fire, you see what I'm saying? If you help him put the fire out, then we got peace in the house. If your husband come in the house, he got an attitude or whatever, he might have had a bad day at work. Your job isn't to add unto that. Well, what's wrong with you? You come in the house all angry? No. You should be able to read your husband and know, you know what, my Lord is something done got him. You know what? Maybe later on he want to talk about it, but for right now, let me just do what I got to do to make sure he's happy in his house. Read that.
1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wise.
Meaning what? You can win your husband over by your actions. You can win your husband over by your actions. Why does it constantly, the Bible has to, Paul's repeated himself, the prophets repeated themselves, that wives need to be in subjection to their husbands. Because women have always wanted to fight against this. You know, in 1 Corinthians where it lists the order, imagine if we was to fight against Christ as the men. Because everybody understand that Christ is our head. Sisters understand that. But when it comes to the man being the head of the woman, sisters struggle with that thing. Sisters struggle with that thing. I'm sorry, let's go to the video. Let's finish it out. I got a lot of videos, so we gotta get through them.
Number 3, this one is tricky, but I learned this one the hard way. You are in charge of the welfare of your family. So what to eat, what to wear, what to drink, what goes in, what goes out, that's your job, that's your jurisdiction. I know some ladies might not want to hear this, but truly the atmosphere of your home is largely dependent on you. And number 4, ladies, women, they contribute to the disrespect or respect of your husband outside of the home. So the way people view your husband is really how they view you as well. So ladies that go out and talk about their husband in a negative light, you are only contributing to people disrespecting your husband. Even the way you dress, you go out and you're looking scruffy. It actually has an implication on your husband's image. So let's do better.
Hey,
so
go back to where she started at the third thing. That's some good stuff right there. And
number 4, to drink, what goes in, what goes out, that's your job. That's the hard way.
Yep.
You are in charge of the welfare of your family. So what to eat, what to wear, what to drink, what goes in, what goes out, that's your job. That's your jurisdiction.
Hey,
I know
listen,
some ladies-
stop it right there. Hey, I'm glad I finally got a bomb. I was waiting for a bomb or something all morning. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, sisters, you have to understand something. Men, we worried about providing, taking care of our families. We do not want to have to worry about what the hell we gonna be eating when we come home. We do not want. Listen, I don't want you to ask, hey, what you want to eat? What you want? I don't know right now. I don't know. It's 1 o'clock. I don't know what I want for dinner. But guess what? If you make something, I'm gonna eat it. And if I don't want to eat it, guess what? I'm gonna say, hey, I don't want that. Is there something else you got? But take charge of it being in dwelling in your jurisdiction, like she said. You got the household, sister. Make sure the household is taken care of. Make sure that food is cooked. Make sure that the children are in order when the father comes home. A father, though, listen, I got to go out and do my job as a provider. You think I want to come home and now do your job as the caretaker of the home? Nah, dog. Nah, dog. We ain't doing it like that.
Hold up.
We ain't doing it like that. So your job, listen, is to take care of the household. We give you that power. Shazam! We give you that power right there. Take care of the household, sister. That is your job. That's what we expect from you. And women got to understand when y'all are walking in your divine role and you happy about doing that thing, a man will do a lot for you. A man will do a lot for you. But, and you know what? I also see a lot of sisters, because we're talking about knowing your husband, knowing his likes and his dislikes. A lot of y'all sisters, y'all know what y'all children like and dislike, but you don't know what your damn husband likes and dislikes. That ain't good. That ain't good, because guess you was created for this man. You was created for him. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 8.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Woman comes from man. Hey, that's funny, because I was talking to a brother the other day, and the brother said that he thinks God is a woman. He said he thinks God is a woman, right? So I said, bruh, I said, the word woman, what does the word woman mean? He said, of man. I said, bruh, when God created man in his image, what did he create? A man. I'm saying, so bro, what you talking about? So what we talking about here? Read that.
He needs some milk.
Verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Read that one more time, man.
For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman.
Neither was the man created to serve the woman. Come on.
But the woman.
But the woman.
For the man.
For the man. You were created for the. Did that say what I think it said?
Yes, sir.
You were created for the man.
That's right.
Guess what? And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with playing your role, sister. It's nothing wrong with that. Men actually love when you play your role. We actually love it. Finish the video.
Of your family. So what to eat, what to wear, what to drink, what goes in, what goes out, that's your job.
And you know what that goes into? A lot of these fat brothers, I don't put all the blame on their wives, but I blame their wives. Because guess what? You know your Lord big. You know he need to eat. If you want this man to be around for a while, you know he need to eat better. Why are you still cooking fried chicken, baked macaroni and cheese, black, what is it? Beans,
Collard greens, beans,
collard greens,
candy yams,
What else?
cornbread.
Oh, cornbread. Come on, sister. Help the brother out. At least find some alternative. You say, hey, listen, my Lord need to lose some weight. You know, I know what's good for him, and I know he likes some flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some fire recipes that are a lot more healthier options. You know what, sister? You all right. You all right. Come on.
That's your jurisdiction. I know some ladies might not want to hear this, but truly the atmosphere of your home is largely dependent on you. And number 4, ladies, women, they contribute to the disrespect or respect of your husband outside of the home. So the way people view your husband is really how they view you as well. So ladies that go out and talk about their husband in a negative light, you are only contributing to people disrespecting your husband. Even the way you dress, you go out and you're looking scruffy. It actually has an implication on your husband's image. So let's do better. So these are some of the things I've learned in this journey.
All right, stop it right there. Hey, get me Mark 10:7. I tell my wife all the time, listen, you are a reflection of me. When you go out, people are going to see what type of husband you have. When you conduct yourself, people are going to see what type of husband you have. That's why a lot of times we be talking to brothers. I'm like, listen, if something's going on with your wife, it's your job to fix it. It's your job to fix it because that's your wife. That's your wife. Read that.
Mark chapter 10 and verse 7.
Come on.
For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
Read.
And they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh.
So y'all are no more two. Y'all are now one. Y'all should be moving in the same spirit. Y'all should be on one accord. And that starts with a woman has to be able to step into her divine role, her God-given role. Read me that real quick, 1 Corinthians 11. Because sisters have to step into that role as a woman. And I'm pointing it out because America teaches our sisters contrary to what the Bible teaches. America teaches you could go have a hot girl summer.
Damn.
Hey, keep on with the hot girl summers. You're going to end up like Vivica Fox. 60, was she 60? 60 years old.
Dang.
Talk about you looking for a man.
That ain't gonna work.
It's over, sister. Game over. It's time to hang it up. Listen, when you was young and in your prime, you wanted to hoe around. Now you got the chubby cheeks, and now you want to settle down. Nah, sister. Nah. But, hey, it'll be a simp out there. That's the bad part. It's going to be a simp out there.
Bruh.
Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
Come on.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is who?
Is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man, y'all. Put that thing up. Yes, sir. Most High God, Christ, man, woman. If you want to be on Satan's side, you believe in white Jesus, and the woman is over the man. That's sad, but that's exactly how it come. Let me see the videos again. Go to number 3. Play number 3.
I also think that the independence is a kind of a smoky mirror. And what I mean by that is that, like, again, we're in a society that pushes the independence of women. Go out there, get your bag. Go out there, do this. Go out there, do that. Right? So a lot of women move around with that mindset and fool themselves into believing that a relationship is not important. And then they go out there and they achieve all those things and they attain all those things, and then they end up wanting a man anyway, right? But in the process of chasing all those things, you've kind of removed the aspect of you that men value most. And what I mean by that is the femininity has left, right? I mean, let's just be honest here. Like you can still be somewhat feminine, but when you out there chasing what you chasing corporate wise and climbing that ladder, fact is that to be at a high level in those fields requires a certain level of dominance, certain level of aggressiveness, certain level of masculinity, right? So when you adapt those traits, you lose femininity every time.
Hey, that's Vivica Fox right there. That's a lot of our sisters today. Go back to all the videos. Let me see them all. That's a lot of our sisters today. A lot of our sisters today, we got that chase the bag mentality.
Damn.
A man don't care about you chasing the bag. You trying to conquer the workforce. No, sister, be a conqueror of your femininity. Do that. Now, if your husband wants you to work, okay, all praises. You need to work. But understand, listen, when you get into the household, you don't run nothing. I don't care what level you at on the job. I don't care who you over or who reports to you at the workplace. When you step into the house, guess what? You report to one man.
That ain't gonna work.
And that's your husband. So as a woman, you should be gearing your mind around pleasing your husband. You gotta know his likes and dislikes. That's how you gonna find peace in the house. I know in the world we was taught happy wife, happy life. No. But happy man is God's plan. Hey, get Romans 12. A happy man
It's God's
will last
plan.
to the end. I like that too. You know what I'm saying? Read that. Romans 12 and verse 2. Sisters got to get rid of that mindset that America has given us.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
You got to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You got to give up the sexy red, sister. You got to give up the Megan Thee Stallion, sister. You got to give up the Cardi B, sister. You got to give up the Lotto. You got to give up the Glorilla. And you have to put on the femininity that God gave you. Submission is your superpower. Submission is a sister's superpower. When a man finds a submissive woman, that just makes it, listen, that make it makes your heart melt. A sister that's coachable and is willing to listen and apply what you have told her.
That's right.
Knowing that what you telling her is going to lead to her success. Hey, listen, in the sports world, you have coaches and you have players. A player can decide, you know what, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do on the team. And guess what? The coach is going to sit his behind on the bench and he ain't going to be successful at all. He ain't going to get no scholarships, whatever the case may be, because this brother is not coachable. The same thing applies for women in relationships. If a man deems you as uncoachable, he's non-interested at this point. I'm no longer interested. She's uncoachable. I can't tell her nothing. Every time I tell her something, she got a rebuttal.
Damn.
Every time I tell her something, she got an excuse.
Damn.
Every time I correct her, I'm abusive.
Damn.
Sister, you uncoachable. I can't coach you. Go to number 5. Play that one. We're gonna try to let me try to get through the videos. Play that.
Family is what?
Mother, father, children.
Right. And in order for men to have wives and children, and have a family, they must have women.
Real quick, pause. I'm sorry. But I want y'all to even examine how subconsciously the mind is wired to mention the mother first. She said mother, father, then the children. In her mind, that is how it plays out. That is the hierarchy that she believes in her mind. You got to listen, in this world, you got to train yourself to know, listen, father, mother, children. Play on. I know some people just look past it, but go ahead.
Mother, father, children.
Right. And in order for men to have wives and children, and have a family, they must have women who think like wives. Women like you think like individuals and baby mamas. And a fractured mind is useless to a man who wants to build. Men who are looking to build cannot plant their seed in contaminated soil.
I feel like as a black community, we were doing way better before.
We were doing way better when our women understood their role. And
before
this right here, it's not integration is before you guys chose yourselves over the community. So now it's time for black men to choose themselves over you. This is why black men, you need to understand, you cannot choose a woman who does not want to be your partner. That's the bottom line. I'm being honest, man. You had just like you chose the man you chose, you also had men who were suitable that you likely didn't choose.
No.
Give me Ephesians 5:26. So you have to understand, sisters, when y'all are getting married or preparing yourself to be married, a man is looking for a woman who can be coached and instructed. All right? Read that.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it.
Verse 21, brother.
Verse 21. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
As unto who?
As unto the Lord.
Listen, it says as unto the Lord. Listen, in your household, that man is Christ. That's how you're supposed to look at that man. If Christ told you to fix a sandwich, guess what? You'd be running to the kitchen. A lot of sisters don't operate what this scripture say right here. A lot of sisters don't operate like, listen, I was talking to a brother. I'm like, listen, sisters don't understand. A lot of times when they mess up and do things, right? Like, let's say you jump out the spirit, you do something, whatever the case may be. A lot of times a brother will be a lot happier with you admitting it and moving past it. But most women don't know how to apologize for what they did.
Hell no.
They don't know how to take accountability. Women hate accountability. And guess what? As a wife, you have to know how to take accountability. If you messed up, listen, my Lord, I messed up. I messed it up. I ain't have your food ready when you get, it won't happen again. I messed up. Listen, a man would be like, you know what? All right, we're going to see if you fix it. But when I didn't know what you wanted to eat. And, the kids, I had to get the kids ready and get their baths ready. Who was you created for, me or the kids? How come all the kids' stuff is together? Kids' clothes ironed. Kids' food laid out. What the hell?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Who was you created for? Was you created for your kids? No, listen, them kids gonna be all right. Guaranteed they gonna be all right. And listen, your kids is gonna get to an age where they gonna get older and they gonna move out. And they gonna have their own families. And guess who you gonna be at the house with? That man that you didn't pay attention to for all them years. That man that you didn't have no desire to. You didn't fulfill your role as a wife. You wanted to be a mother, but you didn't want to be a wife.
Damn.
A lot of sisters are great mothers. Great mothers. But when it comes to your husband, you put him last. You put him last. And remember, I want sisters to remember this. Whether you have sons or daughters, your kids are going to get older and they're going to remember how you treated their father. Ask the ones who are older now. We all tell stories about what our parents did, how our parents treated one another. Half of us jacked up because we came from jacked up households. We trying to reverse that. Your kids are paying attention to the relationship that you have with your husband. Give me Ezekiel 16 and 44.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse.
I'm sorry. Before we go there, go back to Ephesians 5. Hold that in Ezekiel. And it's hot.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church.
So the same way Christ is the head of the church, the man is the head of the wife. Come on.
And he is the Savior of the body.
Come on.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
In some things.
In everything.
You see what the Bible says, sister? In everything. Now, we're not talking about him whopping you upside your head. That's not what the Bible talking about. The Bible is talking about a righteous man that is instructing you. A righteous man that is instructing you. Give me go to the one in Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44.
Come on.
Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
So you got to be mindful of what lesson you are teaching your children. That's where we get the saying from, you just like your mama. Right? Give me Sirach 36 and 24.
Sirach chapter 36 and verse 24. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession. A help like unto himself.
A what?
A help like unto himself.
Listen, the Bible says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. So the whole time a man is working to help instruct and guide and mold this sister the way she's supposed to be, right? And it says, a help like unto himself. You are supposed to be assisting this man. You're supposed to be making his life easier, because making his life easier is going to make your life easier. Listen, you making sure that your husband is taken care of, he going to make sure you taken care of. What could I say? What could I say if you asked me to do, hey, babe, the sisters want to go and do this and so, blah, blah, blah. They want to go to a sister's outing and they want to go out to eat. You know what, sister, you've been on point. You know what, go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm going to send you with some extra dollars. Well, guess what? Your house out of order. You ain't taking care of things at home, but you want to go out. But you want to go fake the funk in front of the sisters.
Damn.
A lot of sisters will have great relationships with their sisters, but terrible relationships with their husbands. You cater more to your friendships in this truth rather than building a relationship with your husband and making sure that you taking care of his needs. People gonna be able to see through that. They're gonna be able to see through that. Where was we at? Sirach 36, read that.
Sirach chapter 36 and verse 24.
Come on.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
A what?
And a pillar of rest.
Jump up to verse 22.
Verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better.
So, a lot of sisters will get married, and over the years, they will let themselves go. You should be working harder to keep that man once you get married. Because you know that the stigma is over time, you tend to get more complacent and more lax in the relationship. You got to work harder to say, you know what? This man chose me. I got to make sure that I continue to keep him happy. Make yourself look like something, sister. I don't want to see Harriet Tubman when I come home. No disrespect to Harriet, right? But sister, I don't want to visit the Tubman Museum when I come home.
Hell no.
I want to see you looking good when I come home. I want to walk in the door like, wow. There she goes. There she. Hey, go to the video. Go to Hey, give me the one with number 6. Go ahead.
Ongoing pigeon say the woman you marry is one of the most important decisions of your life. It says, blessed is the man that has a who?
Virtuous wife.
Watch this, read.
For the number of his days.
For the what?
Number of his days
Read.
shall be double.
So the wicked woman will kill your ass. Use my language. But the virtuous wife, she will literally make your life longer. That's the power, you sisters. And y'all throw that down. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you'll throw it away. You'll throw it away.
Just for proof of point.
Nonsense.
Hey, listen. You see how we get around this topic, right? Listen, a sister will double your days. A righteous sister can double your days, but a damn demon will shorten your lifespan. The black man already died about what, 40, 50? Dang, you mean 25 and be up out of here? Dang. Listen, hey, let's read that. Sirach 26, man. Hey, bring the video back up. After reading, you see how you had to take that pause like, sisters just don't understand, boy. Come on, read that. Play that.
Ongoing pigeon say the woman you marry is one of the most important. Ongoing pigeon say the woman you marry is one of the most important decisions of your life. It says, blessed is the man that has a who?
Virtuous wife.
Watch this, read.
For the number of his days.
For the what?
Number of his days
Read.
shall be double.
So the wicked woman will kill your ass. Use my language. But the virtuous wife, she will literally make your life longer. That's the power, you sisters. And y'all throw that down. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you'll throw it away. You'll throw it away.
Just for proof of point.
Nonsense.
Hey, listen. Hey, go back to the videos. I feel you, Cap. Go to number 11. I remember when this clip came out, this clip was going viral because the sister was talking about how she treats her man. Play that.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Man, I'm getting emotional, bro. Hey, don't that sound like music to the ears?
Yes,
For the
sir.
married brothers, man. Listen, that's called your desire being unto him. When you study your Lord. You know what? I know every time my Lord get up, he do this, that, and the third. I'm gonna make sure that his favorite flip-flops is right there for him. I'm gonna make sure that, matter of fact, his toothbrush going, whatever you got to do. His face cloth gonna be there. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have him something to eat ready in the refrigerator for him when he get up. If your Lord like juicing or whatever, I'm gonna make sure his juices is ready. I study that man. Listen, I know my Lord travel a lot. I know what he like to pack. Matter of fact, you know what? I ain't even gonna let him see. I'm gonna look in his bag and see what he got packed, and I'm gonna make sure that I pack that for him next time.
That's right.
When you desire that man, you looking out for him, baby. You got your charger, you got your phone charger, you got your computer charger, you got your belt, you making sure that he's prepared to go handle business. You making sure that before he leave the house, he well fed. You making sure that you're taking care of his needs. Listen, a brother is going to be more than happy with a woman who does these things. But if you always the problem, are you always causing an issue, or you're never taking the initiative to try to be like this, guess what? It ain't gonna work. Play on.
Pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like, before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it,
you know what that goes into also is having good timing as a wife. A lot of sisters have terrible timing when it comes to knowing your Lord, to knowing when to do things for him, when not to do things. And that comes from the lack of attention being paid to him. You don't really pay attention to him. You in your own little world. You in your own bubble.
Damn.
Listen, you're not going. No brother that is a God-fearing man that believes in this Bible, you're not going to please no brother in this truth by being an independent woman. Or by trying to have your own show. No, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. You're going to please a man by being submissive and being in your role. Give me Sirach 25. 25 and verse 1.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together.
How does a man and wife agree together? Sirach 7 and 26. How does a man and a wife agree together? Because is that you saying, no, I want to do it this way, and you need to bend to my rule, and you need to do what I want? No. Read that.
Sirach chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
After what?
After thy mind.
So, sisters, your mind should be after your Lord's mind. And his mind should be after Christ's mind. If that's the case, what's the problem? What is the problem? Whenever, I remember Bishop Kennard said this a long time ago. Whenever there's issues in a marriage, somebody is always walking outside of the role God gave them. Whether it be the woman trying to be the man or the man trying to be the woman.
Damn.
God forbid. But if we both moving right and we moving in our roles properly, listen, we're going to have trouble in the flesh, but we're going to stay in the spirit throughout these things. Trouble in the flesh don't mean that you get all out the spirit and you cursing your husband out. You calling him all types of BANs. That's not what that means. That means, listen, we all have marital issues, but we work through them. If your mind is after your Lord's mind, you should be wanting to figure out, dang, I know I disappointed my Lord. I got to fix this. I got to fix this. Sisters will rarely be able to take accountability and apologize first.
Damn.
Sisters will wait for you to apologize about something. Well, hold on, sister. Didn't we get here because of something you did? Hey, sisters will switch up the script real quick. All of a sudden, y'all talking about something she did. Now we'll get on you. Hold on. Sister, we was just talking about you. How the hell we start talking about something I did?
The hell is this?
A month ago. Sisters will be having a conversation with a sister about something she did. She'll take something you said in the conversation and twist it and turn the conversation into that.
Hell no.
And you sitting there like, what the hell just happened? What just happened? You tell a sister, hey, sister, listen, I like my food this way. I want it like this, blah, blah, blah. Well, you tell a sister, listen, I don't want my food in the microwave. I don't want my food in the microwave. The microwave caused my food to boom, boom, boom. I'd rather you heat it up in the oven. And I want it that. Well, the oven don't work. And you were supposed to, the oven, boom, boom, boom. And, well, hold on. How did this conversation twist? And now the conversation is about something I did or didn't do.
Damn.
I mean, in that case, yeah, the oven got to work. So that was probably a bad analogy. But y'all get what I'm saying. Sisters will twist what you saying in a conversation and turn it into something else. Now we talking about something totally different. And now you in the conversation and you like, what we talking about again? What we talking about again? Hey, play number 8. This was funny to me. It was funny. It was sad, though. This is not how sisters should be rolling. Read what that say first.
Man asked his girlfriend to book their flight to Mexico. She booked herself first class and booked him economy.
So now, you tell a sister, hey, sister, book our flights. The sister goes and gets her first class ticket and puts him in economy.
Damn.
You ain't right, sister. Play that. Look how my man got to take this walk of shame to the back.
So, told my girl to book our flights. Here she is in first class. Here I am going to the back. Told him booking for Mexico, man. Still going. 14, 15, excuse me, 20, 25, California, 27, 30, 32. 32F.
Damn.
Here we are. Thank you so much.
He all the way back there.
At least it's a window seat. You know what I'm saying?
You can stop it right there. Listen, and guarantee she gonna be on her phone to flight like this. First class. Sister shouldn't be rolling like that. Yeah, move the ones that we played already. I think we played, yeah. What is play number 7? Dang. Got about 15 minutes. Oh, 20 minutes. Okay. Come on.
God made the man and woman to be together in unity. And so it is impossible for us as black women to attend church and say that we love and worship God when we disrespect our own man, who is in the image of God, because God is a man. And our men may be the closest representative of that kind of masculinity of God that we ever meet. We should stop using our children to punish our men. We should stop disrespecting our men in front of our children. Sometimes we talk badly about them. It makes the child get a different idea about the father.
Hey, hold it right there. I'm sorry, because I wanted to get this earlier. Judith 12 and 14. Because this is the second time we heard it today about sisters talking bad about their husband. Sisters, what do you think that's going to gain? What do you think that's going to gain for you? You talking bad about your husband to sisters. What do you think that's going to do for you? It's not going to do anything good, guaranteed. It's not going to do anything good. So let's read what our foremother Judith, how she rolled.
Judith chapter 12 and verse 14. Then said Judith unto him, who am I now that I should gainsay my Lord?
You see that? That's the type of spirit Judith was rolling in. You shouldn't be gainsaying against your Lord. You shouldn't be talking to your worldly family members about your husband. They don't know nothing about this Bible. They don't know how we operate. You talking bad about your husband. You talking bad about your husband to your mama, who your mama ain't like her damn husband. Your mama can't stand her husband. Damn. Your daddy is simp, but you're going to get counsel from your mama about your husband because your husband told you to make him a sandwich. I don't like the way he asked me to go make that sandwich. You talking to me like I'm a child. Well, sister, yeah. Some of y'all act like children. Some of y'all act like children. Read that again.
Judith chapter 12 and verse 14.
Come on.
Then said Judith unto him, who am I now that I should gainsay my Lord?
Give me Proverbs 27 and 15. And now, brothers, you got to remember something. And I think Bishop read the scripture last night about, no, not last night. I was watching a clip. Bring me that clip, matter of fact. I want to play that clip. Go back. Go back out. Where's the one with Bishop? Is it number 2? Play it. What is that one?
I had to tell my mom. I said, Mom, this is why I went to Japan to get me a wife.
Oh, please play this one. You can play this one. Go ahead. You can play it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. I said, that's why I ain't marry no black woman. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom got so mad when I said that. Come on. Like, I asked my wife for a glass of water, and she was pregnant at the time, and she ran to the kitchen to get it and came back. And my mom go, why you got this girl running to the kitchen? I said, I didn't ask her to run. I just asked her for a water, but that's how they do it. That's just, I don't know why they do it like that, but they hurry up and get you. I asked her really nice, hey, babe, can you give me a glass of water? And she just jogged to the kitchen.
Right.
I don't know why she did that.
Yeah.
And my mom was mad. And then from that second on, my mom was in her head. And by the time my mom left, my ex-wife was already acting like a black girl doing all this.
Man, Rampage hit it on.
Stop it right there. The brother said that the woman, now he married the other nations, right? So we ain't condoning marrying the other nations. But what he said was that the woman, he would ask his woman to do certain things, and she would, run to go do them when he asked. She was submissive to him. He said his mama was getting into her head. And by the time his mama finished with her, she was acting like a black woman. Meaning what? She ain't had no damn respect for him.
Damn.
So the sister done turned the Japanese woman out.
The hell is this?
Ching Ching acting like damn Ronique. Acting like Ronisha.
Bruh.
Acting like Banquisha. Tatiana. That's a sad thing. Damn. The black woman got a damn negative effect on everything she touched. Did you find the clip? I thought I sent it. Hold on. Wait a minute. 1 second. Let me see. Do. One second. Okay, hold on. Dang, I can't find it now. All right, it's fine. Where was we at? Proverbs 27:15. Yes.
Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 15. A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike.
So when you are a contentious woman, you can't be instructed. Every time your Lord tell you something, you got a response, you got a rebuttal, you got all of these things, right? The Bible says that you would drive a man away with that. Nobody wants to be dealing with a woman who's a contentious woman. You think it's cool to be arguing back and forth with your husband? Nobody wants that. Why do you want to stress your husband out? Why? Why would you want that? Go to Sirach 26:6. So sisters, you have to be coachable. You have to take, when your husband tell you something or when he say he likes something a certain way, just do it that way. I can't get mad at you for doing something I told you to do a certain way. I can't get mad at you for that. But if you try to add your own little twist and flavor on it and do something the opposite way, guess what? Now we got issues. Come on.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 6.
Come on.
But a grief of heart and a sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all.
What you reading?
Sirach 26 and 6.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me go to it. Keep reading.
Verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunk woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong scripture. Read it again. My bad. Read verse 6 again.
Verse 6. But a grief of heart.
Read verse. Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Sirach chapter 26 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger.
No,
And
that's not what I want. Go back to verse 1.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled.
Come on.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband,
Come on.
and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
You see that? So that goes with all beasts consortive to us like a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. The Bible says that a good wife is a good portion which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. Jump to verse 26.
Verse 26.
Come on.
A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
Start at verse 23.
Verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband.
Come on.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Read.
A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all.
So honoring your husband is speaking highly of him. Honoring your husband is not gainsaying against him. That's honoring your husband is doing the things that he asks you to do. Making sure that you're taking care of your husband. Making sure that you know his likes and you know his dislikes. Ask yourself this. Do I know my kids' likes and dislikes better than I know my husband's likes and dislikes? Because sisters will tell you, oh, little Tay-Tay don't like green beans. Little Tay-Tay like chicken nuggets and french fries. Oh, little Tay-Tay don't like when you wake him up abruptly in the morning. But you don't know nothing about your husband. You don't know that your husband want peace and quiet when he come home. You don't know your husband want food on the table when he come home.
Damn.
I'm telling you, and it's little intricate details that you can really tell if a sister studies her husband or not. When you study your husband, guess what? You pay attention to the small details within him. The little things that we do, the little things that we like. Like when a sister know, listen, I already, like for instance, let's say sisters go out to eat together, right? And you like, you know what? I know my Lord to be hungry. You ain't even got to call him and ask him what he want. You already looking at the menu like, oh, you know what? My Lord love this right here. Give me this with the extra onions and the avocado on the side. What? She put the avocado on the side too? And give me the little sauce that go with it too. Matter of fact, give me 2 sauces. This sister going crazy. She must want something from me. The sister got the avocado on the side with the 2 sauces.
That's a setup.
What you want, sister? Because I'm going to give it to you. Where we at?
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 26.
Get me give me Proverbs 31. I wanted to go here. We got 8 minutes.
Verse 1.
Yeah, let's start at verse 1 cuz sisters love to say, I'm
Proverbs.
a Proverbs 31 woman.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
The prophecy that what?
That his mother taught him.
Damn, so his mama taught him this about women. Come on.
What? My son.
Start at verse 10.
Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
That lets you know that a virtuous woman is rare. Hey, let's look up the definition of virtuous. As we say that word, but what the hell does it mean? Sister tell you she a virtuous woman, you got to ask her, what does it mean? Let's look at the synonyms.
Virtuous. Synonyms. Righteous. Good. Moral. Morally correct. Ethical. Upright. Upstanding. High-minded. Right-minded. Right thinking. Principled. Exemplary. Clean. Law-abiding. Lawful. Irreproachable. Blameless. Guiltless. Unimpeachable. Just. Honest. Honorable.
And I like it says meritorious, meaning she deserves, or she you know how we give merits for good behavior? Praiseworthy, commendable, admirable, laudable. What the click on laudable. What the hell does that mean?
Laudable.
Deserving praise and commendation. Commendation. So, a virtuous sister is all of these things, right? So you got to ask yourself, is this you? Come on.
Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
Listen, a brother ain't got no care in the world. He know his wife gonna make sure he's straight. I know my wife gonna take care of me. Excuse me, y'all. If I'm sick, she got me. If I'm down and out, she got me. When I'm broke, she got me. When I'm up, she got me. Listen, a virtuous woman gonna make sure that her Lord is taken care of.
That's right.
Come on.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
She ain't in the house causing issues every damn day. Sister, why you always causing a problem in the house? Don't nobody want to be always having negative things to say about his wife? Having to get counsel every week about something his wife did?
Hell no.
Come on.
She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands.
What?
And worketh willingly with her hands.
Come on.
She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She rideth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
Come on.
She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff.
Hey, you know what this is? This sounds like somebody with diligence. Somebody who's not slothful. Somebody who handles business in regards to her office. Hey, remember when in Tobit, give me that. I can't remember where it's at exactly, but remember he was getting on to her about her having the sheep and stuff, and she was like, "My Lord, they gave us this stuff because of you." I know I'm butchering it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Looking for it right now.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, verse. About the sheep?
Oh,
Tobit.
yeah. Start at verse Yeah. Verse 11. That's fine.
Okay, yes, sir. Tobit, chapter 2 and verse 11. And my wife Anna did take woman's work to do.
Uh-huh.
And when she had sent them home to the owners, they paid her wages and gave her also besides a kid. And when it was in my house and began to cry, I said unto her, from whence is this kid? Is it not stolen? Render it to the owners, for it is not lawful to eat anything that is stolen.
So he like, listen, you ain't supposed to be stealing. What the hell wrong with you, sister? Come on.
But she replied upon me, it was given for a gift more than the wages. Howbeit, I did not believe her, but bade her render it to the owners.
So guess what? You think that this situation was just, that's it? Oh yeah, I didn't believe her. He probably was getting on to her. Imagine you think your wife done stole something. But let's see if she jumped out the spirit. Come on.
And I was abashed at her. But she replied upon me, where are thine alms and thy righteous deeds? Behold, thou and all thy works are known.
Damn. In the midst of that, she give my brother a compliment. My Lord, you known out here. What you mean? You it. I would never. Listen, your works is known out here. But a lot of times sisters you get on to them about something, they pout, they get upset, they jump out the spirit.
Damn.
But sisters, sometimes you got to let the Lord fix us. Yeah, you can't fix me. Your job is not to try and fix me. Who's my head? Christ. Sister, if I'm doing something wrong to you, guess what? There's men that the Lord put in place that are going to tell, hey, you going off. You need to do this. Oh, guess what? The Lord is going to send that correction some type of way. You see what I'm saying? Now, if your Lord in the midst of sin and stuff, I'm not talking about that. Because you should be able to reel your Lord back in when he is going off with those things. Your Lord smoking weed, your Lord doing these type of things. Guess what? You better tell on him. You see what I'm saying? Go back. Where was that before this?
Proverbs 31.
Yeah, go back.
Proverbs chapter 31.
Oh. All right, let's last scripture, let's get 1 Peter 3 and verse 7. Start at verse 6.
1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
So Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. She was in submission to her husband. She had the mentality to serve and have her desire be to her husband. Come on.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
So the same way, we have to dwell with our wives according to knowledge, which is the Bible. We have to teach our wives. We have to instruct them. We have to instill morals and principles in our wives. Come on.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
Because women tend to lead more with their emotions than logic. So we have to be very patient with women, with our wives. Come on.
And as being heirs together of the grace of life.
As being what?
As being heirs together of the grace of life. That your prayers be not hindered.
Hey, the same way the scripture said we are no longer twain, but we are one. The Bible says that we're supposed to be heirs together. We're supposed to be striving to get the kingdom together, sister. But as a man, we don't need you fighting for our position within the household. We need you to play the role of a wife and take full ownership and responsibility and desire, determination, willingness to learn and be a master of that role.
That's right.
You should be a representative of your Lord at all times. When you go out into the world and when you in the house around your children, when you're around your family members, they should see a representative of your Lord. All right. So I'm going to stop right there. Lord's will, I pray that we all glean something from the class. All right. I didn't get through everything that I had, but that's my time. I want to give a shout out to the Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Yawasat, Bishop Kanai, the deacons, the captains, the officers, all you men of the Lord that are traveling throughout the four corners to wake up our people scattered abroad, all right? Israel, stay tuned, stay in the spirit. Y'all already know what's next. Patient Saints Radio.
Radio.
We out of here, all right? Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.